Hey everyone, Caront here, and since it is December 31st, for me anyway, for many of you watching this, even as I'm recording it, which is 9 p.m. my time, it's already 2018, so Happy New Year! But yeah, we're leading up to Happy New Year on my end of the Atlantic, so hi! I just wanted to mention a little bit what's been going on with the channel, basically kind of give a year in review, so to speak, and talk a little bit about what I want to do next year. Well, this year. Well, coming up, anyway. Okay, so first off, overall, as far as the channel is concerned, first off, for anybody who hasn't had the chance to see yet, apologies for the snafus at the beginning of December. My laptop was crazy, papers were going on, getting finals ready, all that stuff at once. Blah. Now that's over with, fortunately. So, yeah, things are a bit more relaxed around here. I've gotten back to doing Suikoden 5. We've gotten back to doing streaming on the normal schedule for the most part, and everything's pretty much good. As for the year in general, this year's been pretty good around the channel. Just really on both ends, Twitch and YouTube. On the YouTube end of things, subscriber count has maybe not quite been as good as last year previously. According to my nice little bit here that I'm looking at, we got 68 subscribers this year on YouTube, which is 41% less than last year, but oh well. But I'm not really chuffed about that at all because pretty much everything else has been up or was up this year. Let's see, 1% more likes. Yay. Let's see, 75% less dislikes, which is good, although somehow YouTube thinks that less dislikes is bad. 50% more comments, which is nice. Let's see, 137% more shares, although I'm not really sure how that works. 50% more videos and playlists, ditto. But more importantly, on the numbers front, 74% more views, 83% more view time, which means 5% more in terms of average view duration. So that's nice. And a lot of that, at least a fair bit of that, comes from, of course, what we've been doing this year, which is primarily Skies of Arcadia Legends, which was a lot of fun. Just in case anybody doesn't know that already, go back and watch it. I really enjoyed it. And also, of course, the episodes that we've done of Suikoden 5. As far as videos on the channel that have seen the most viewing as a result of all of this, let me see if you guys recognize a pattern here. Tales of the Abyss 1, Tales of the Abyss 3, Tales of the Abyss 2, Tales of the Abyss 6, Tales of the Abyss 4, 11, 5, 7, 10, and somehow thrown in there 23. But yeah, Tales has been really just kind of going insane this year. I wouldn't have thought that those videos would, well, they haven't taken the place of my Suikoden 2s, but they've seen a lot more view time overall than the Suikoden 2 videos have so far, or at least this year, which has been kind of crazy, really. Of the series that I've had, Suikoden 2 and Tales of the Abyss have by far been the most popular, and for good reason. They're both really good games. That being said, it's nice to see some love for Skies. It's nice to see, I even saw some occasional love for stuff like Wild Arms, which was pretty nice too. So, all in all, on the YouTube side, things have been going pretty good. I, of course, am going to be continuing Suikoden 5 there. And from there, I admit I'm not really sure where I'm going to go next. And honestly, I'm probably not going to have to figure that out for a good while, because Suikoden 5 is going to take us a while. It's going to take us probably a good portion of the way through 2018. At least a fair majority of it. I don't think it's going to take the whole year. I hope not. But it's going to take a pretty good chunk of it. So, as for what I plan on doing after that, I had kind of been thinking about doing a playthrough of Lost Odyssey, but I have also had some needling to have me play a game that I actually purchased fairly recently for myself, Citizens of Earth, which is another RPG, but to play that blind. So I may very well, I'm not sure, but just stuff that I'm thinking about. Okay, so on the Twitch side of things, let me switch over to my dashboard here. On the Twitch side of things, we had a lot going on. Holy cow. First off, I gained affiliate status shortly after the affiliate program began on Twitch in March? I don't quite remember, to be quite honest. But I got affiliated pretty quickly after it started out. Within the first week or two, I think, of the program, I got affiliate, which is great. And you guys have been very generous in giving me tips and bits. You guys have been very generous in subbing to the channel. According to this, I got 16 subscriptions, which I know not all of them are active at this point, which is fine. But still, that's really incredible. And everything's kind of been hopping on that front too. According to Streamlabs, I got 213 follows this year, which is, if you look at my follow numbers on Twitch, that's the vast majority of them. So it's been a pretty active year. Now, to be fair, a good bit of that came while I was playing Majora's Mask, which I'm still not sure exactly how that came about, but at least for 2 or 3 of those episodes, followers were kind of just flooding in, and there you go. So I got that. All in all, things have gone pretty well with the channel. We've played more games than I remember at any point easily, really. Some of the ones that have stood out have been Majora's Mask. I think Majora's Mask actually probably contains my favorite single moment from any of my streams this year, which was the day that Tim came into the channel. That was fun. It was because he came in, hung out the whole time pretty much, and was cheering me on with some stuff, and everybody else was having a good time chatting with him. That was a lot of fun. I really appreciated that. Let's see. Trying to think of other games that I played. Of course, we've been doing Retro Fall for a while. It's not Retro Fall anymore. It's Retro Winter. But we've been doing that, and I've had a lot of fun with all those games, whether it was riding the Scorpion on Predator somehow, or Maniac Mansion, or Joe and Mac trying to save the world as a caveman and almost succeeding the first time, and then actually pretty much succeeding the second time. Yay. I think we succeeded. I don't remember. Anyway, but yeah, we played lots of games. We played sports games, tennis games. We played racing games. We've done all sorts of stuff. Still got a bit to go on Retro Fall / Winter / what have you. So there's still a fair bit to be done on that. What I'm going to be doing with the stream after that's over with, at whatever time that ends up being over with, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. We are going to be kind of moving the format to a bit more, I guess, 2 games per week. I'm going to be divvying up Tuesday and Thursday to retro games, to older games, and I'm going to be divvying up Saturday and Sunday for kind of newer games. What I'm going to be doing, and I hope you guys will participate in this, please, is I'm going to be posting up a couple of straw polls that I will disclose the addresses for down that way once I get them made up. But I'll be putting 2 straw polls up because on the one straw poll for the Tuesday, Thursday stuff, for the retro stuff, I want your opinions on whether you want me to play, or which series you want me to play, which of 2. Either Mario and Luigi series, as much as I can on the hardware and software that I have, or Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series. I've heard good things about both. I've watched Chugga Conroy's playthrough of Superstar Saga, so I can't say I would be playing it blind, which is probably good, but I'll still have a lot of fun with it anyway. It looks like a really fun game, and given that I've played the Paper Marios now, I have a better idea, along with, obviously, Super Mario RPG, I have a better idea as to the role-playing elements of it, and I've seen some of the working with Mario and Luigi stuff there, so there's that. I've also seen Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games played through, and those look like a lot of fun too. Although, of course, I don't have a lot of Pokemon experience, so we'll ultimately see how well that goes. Anyway, so that's going to be the one poll, because I want y'all's take on which you prefer, because I don't have a preference. On the other hand, the poll for the new games is going to be a bit more inclusive, because instead of asking you to choose between one or the other with the retro poll, I'm going to be asking you to choose out of a rather insane list of games now, which ones you would want to see me stream at various points in time. So it's going to be an inclusive list. You're going to be able to choose lots of choices. And among some of the ones that I have, this is not a complete list by all means, but of the games that I have, the newer games that I could end up playing, I've got Arkham Asylum and Arkham City in a sort of an omnibus type of thing. I've got the BioShock collection, which I will go ahead and say to that, I have seen Stephen Plays do Bioshock, so it would not be blind either, which is unfortunate because it's a really cool twist. But it would still be a lot of fun. I've got The Last of Us Remastered. I've got World of Final Fantasy. I've got... Oh gosh, what all do I have? It's a long list. So much so that I've forgotten what most of the games are. Anyway, you'll see the list. And what I want you guys to do with it is, like I said, choose all the games that you would want to see me play. And if it happens to be all of them, well, you've got a lot of boxes to check. But what I'm going to do with that, I think, is I'm going to take that and I'm going to essentially, whichever ones get the most votes are the ones that I'm going to be focusing on. I might end up actually adding more in the next 4 days as the Steam Winter Sale continues on. But that's beside the point. Anyway, so I'm going to have that, and I want you guys to choose, please. Like I said before, it's going to be a while before we get to it. It's going to probably be a pretty good while because we've got coming up RPG, RPG, RPG. So those are going to, from what I could tell, just looking at the listing of hours, we're looking at 60 hours, which, given that I stream approximately 10 hours a week, is going to mean we're going to be doing Retro Fall sometime into probably, we're going to be ending it like mid to late February-ish, depending. But anyway, so once that's done, then we'll go to this, and we'll see how things track accordingly. Okay, so on the charity front, thank you. You guys were awesome at charity stuff this year. Whether it was the Mega Man Marathon in May. Wow, that's more alliterative than I thought. Anyway, the Mega Man Marathon in May for Make-A-Wish, speaking of alliterative, or the extra live stream of the Mario games, going up all the way through to Yoshi's Island. Y'all were awesome. I mean, we raised about $500, I think, between the two for Make-A-Wish and for Children's Miracle Network. So, y'all are awesome. Thank you guys very much. I gave away a couple of prizes as a result of it. So, yeah, I obviously aim to continue that. The thing is, though, I'm not exactly sure what I want to do, because I'm thinking maybe when we do the marathon in May, I'm thinking about doing Mega Man X-a-thon, because along with the Mega Man Anniversary Collection, what was the Anniversary Collection? Yeah, anyway, along with the Mega Man Anniversary Collection, let's emphasize correctly here, I also get the Mega Man X Anniversary Collection. So I've got, I think, Mega Man X's 1 through 6, possibly? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the box. Anyway, so I've got that too. So I was thinking maybe doing that. As for the charity that I'm going to do it for, I'm not certain. I may go with Make-A-Wish again, or I may see about doing something a little bit different, kind of on the sort of the same theme, as in focusing around charities and groups that have helped my nephew out a lot. But what I might be doing is I might see if I can find a good charity that does stuff for therapy pets, because when I was looking at some material or watching videos and stuff relating to things going on with Peyton the other day, I noticed that he talked a lot about his therapy dog and how much the therapy dogs helped him out, etc., etc. So I may end up doing that as a cause instead of Make-A-Wish. Not that Make-A-Wish is bad or anything like that. I don't want to imply that in any sense, but I may want to do that. I don't know. I will think about it more. Obviously, y'all's input is welcome if you'd like to contribute it, and then we'll take it from there. As for Extra Life next November, I have no idea. Honestly, I haven't the foggiest clue. Because I was wanting to do Mario stuff, which we did. I was wanting to do Mario RPG, which we did. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe since it's been probably like 3 years since I've played Chrono Trigger on any medium, maybe do that again. Or maybe do Chrono Cross, who knows. But I honestly, I'm not sure. Granted, I've got 11 months to figure it out, fortunately, but I have no clue. Obviously, I want to do it again because I love doing charity stuff. It's great. I know, granted, my reach isn't the biggest in the world, but big freaking whoop-de-doo. It's a lot of fun. You guys are great company, and we get the job done. We raise money for charities. We have fun, etc. So I want to do it, but I'm really not sure what I want to do. So we'll have to think about that. As for, let me think. Well, I'm trying to think of other stuff that I might want to mention while I'm here. Side note, I will not be streaming this coming Thursday because of work, because I'm working a double. I'm working 4 to 9 a.m. and 5 to 10 p.m. Now, does that mean I could stream theoretically? Yeah, but I'm also going to be freaking exhausted because I will likely be getting up at 3 in the morning for inventory. Probably will be functioning on like 3-4 hours of sleep, and will want to take a big honking nap between shifts. So I'm just going to go ahead and cancel stream for Thursday. But other than that, schedule should be on from now until probably spring break week, when I will be going home and visiting family and such. So let me think. Oh, also, side note, but all of you guys who've gifted me games, y'all are awesome too. Thank you. It's kind of funny because I'd never really been gifted games before, and then beginning, like end of November, beginning in December or so, which was right around my birthday, incidentally. Oh dear. If y'all hear that, sorry. But this is not my car, by the way. But y'all gifted me a lot of games, actually, and I was really thrilled by that. Thank you. Happy birthday to me, I guess. But it was really great, so thank you guys for that, too. I think that's it. Let me make sure that's it. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. Sorry. I'm just sitting here going, is there anything else I should tell them about? Not really. At least not right now, anyway. But as for, well, actually, I don't know. Goals, I suppose. I gotta admit, I hesitate to put any sort of like, oh, I want to reach this figure by this year, because I mean, those of you who've watched me before, you probably know that I've got my, like, sometimes I care about numbers, sometimes I don't. And it's one of those things that I guess it kind of depends on, I don't know, my mood, I guess. But I hesitate to put any sort of numerical goals because of that. And it's one of those things that, I don't know, I don't want to really set any big honking standards here, and my laptop is about to die, so I might want to hurry this up. But I don't want to sit here and qualm too much about numbers, but if we can continue to grow at a good pace, if I can continue to entertain and we get people in and so on and so forth, I think I'll be pretty pleased with myself. Mostly what I want to do, though, is just keep really building a group, a community of sorts. Y'all are great. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better group of people here. I want more people, hopefully, to be able to experience that. So we'll see. If it means organic growth, great. If it means I don't grow much at all numbers-wise this year coming up, okay, I can live with that, I think. As long as folks keep coming in and having a good time and such, well, I guess I'm happy with that. Maybe my resolution for 2018 is to stop caring about numbers and just kind of let things go and just let things happen. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I'm going to shut this down and plug my laptop in before it dies because it's starting to threaten to. So, but anyway, thank you guys for watching as always. As I've mentioned, y'all are wonderful. I've said it about 20 different times, so hopefully it's come through. And I hope you guys have a great new year and a great 2018. I hope we all do, because good people, good times, good year is good all around, I think. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see y'all later.